You are logged on to Afrik Lounge Radio, Africa's #1 online radio show. We cover Africa.
Welcome to another episode of Afrik Lounge. We cover Africa on TRadio.com/Denver, syndicated on mytruthspot.com. This is Africa and Shakara.be. It's Mother's Day. Happy Mothers to every mother out there. It's a Mother's Day special. We have a packed show today. We have Faarrow from Somalian Sister Act by way of Somalia, Toronto, and now residing in LA. They'll be joining us for the first half of the show. In the second half, we'll have Denta. She's a top Guinean who lives out in the UK, philanthropist, and also the founder of the Google Awards. She'll be telling us what Google stands for. It's a packed show. It's a full house. Everybody's pretty much making their way here. It's a Freak Lounge. We're going to go to Sweet Mother real quick. We'll take a quick musical break, and when we come back, we'll jump right into It's a Freak Lounge. Do not touch that dial. Don't go anywhere.
Rockabilly just presenting you Sweet Mother. Sweet Mother, I no go forget you for the suffer way you suffer for me. Sweet Mother, I no go forget you for the suffer way you suffer for me. When I dey cry, my mother go carry me. She go say, my pikin, wetin you dey cry, yo yo. Stop, 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 stop. Make you no cry again. Oh. When I want sleep, my mother go bed me. She go lie me well for bed. She cover me cloth, say make you sleep, 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 my pikin. Oh. When I dey hungry, my mother go run up and down. They find me something when I go chop. Oh. Sweet mother, sweet mother. Instead when I go die, make she die. She go beg God, God help me, God help me, my pikin. Oh my mother. If I no sleep, my mother no go sleep. If I no chop, my mother no go chop. She no dey tire. Sweet mother, I no go forget the suffer where you suffer for me, yeah, yeah. Sweet mother, yeah, sweet mother, oh, yeah. Oh, sweet mother, I will never forget you. For the suffer you suffer for me. And if I should forget you, therefore I forget my life. The air I breathe in. Yeah, so. And there are the human on earth. Dare you not forget your mother. For if you forget your mother, you lost your life. Sweet mother, I no go forget you for the suffer way you suffer for me. Sweet mother, I no go forget you for the suffer way you suffer for me. Yeah. When I dey cry, my mother go carry me. She go say, my pikin, wetin you dey cry, yeah, yeah. Stop, 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 stop.
the mix with DJ Concept.
Because my Ghana commando, hey commando, Botswana commando, hey commando, Nigeria commando, hey commando, Liberia commando, hey commando, Africa commando. She been through a lot though, still she came true like a boss though. That's why she got the key to the lock, oh yeah. She the boss oh. Her journey full of potholes, still she ain't trying to stop though. She gon' keep riding to the top, oh yeah. She the boss, oh. Get the money right every day, and then man ride in many ways, and then motors to elevate. So she ain't taking nothing from no man, and for her we go celebrate. When I need help, she won't hesitate. DJ play this and make me rave. I'm loving everything that she stands for. Introduction. First of all, introduction. Okay.
I don't know.
First of all, introduction. I'm U.S. sing and Drew and Nomatosha. In other news, I'm in love with my boo and another place, another one above. Bagoshi, Shemo Jamagana, New Mother Benedot Bagana, Shemo Jockey Fosu, Mofo Bagbe, Abosu. Now we don't control the whole arena. Either we there for Nigeria or Ghana. In other news, I'm a bad man. Where they intimidate Superman or Batman. When other boys that they wear one share different shows, not me, kill a fair for share. Do I look like
Have you ever seen anything quite like it?
First of all, go down low, go down low. First of all, go down low, go down low. Mash it out, go down low, go down low. Like bush, go down low, go down low. Issue the look with me left my yoga go for have you been to watch it? Ex-boyfriend their left eye, so for going on you mommy bit of banji. They don't know for the place where they come with a clean every show like say we deal with the gun. You don't know the team, I go show you the team, but before I show you, I say you love in the team when you talk to the team, make all the girls then winner.
Go down low. Welcome back to the show. It's a Freak Lounge. We cover Africa. It's a Mother's Day special. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. My mother's one of the most special women out there. She's my biggest supporter and my biggest fan. So happy Mother's Day. I already called her and I spoke to her. Naz, I know your mom passed away, but still happy Mother's Day, even though she's not around. We still can celebrate the life that she lived. That's big enough, right?
Yeah.
All right. Big shout out to Timmy in the background as well. So happy Mother's Day to Timmy's mom. If not for his mom, we wouldn't have a Freak Lounge. The idea probably wouldn't be born. Yeah. And Daddy Concept, aka DJ Concept. Happy Mother's Day to your mom as well too. So we have Faarrow on the line. Hello.
Hello. Hi, we're here.
Okay. How you ladies doing?
Good. How are you?
Well, happy. It's our Mother's Day special. So happy Mother's Day to your to your moms. If your moms are, because one of my guys here, his mom's passed away. But you know, we're just wishing everybody's moms happy Mother's Day.
Sorry to hear that, but thank you.
So let me have you guys, ladies, introduce yourself. Both of you are from Somalia. Your sisters, correct?
Yes.
And let me pronounce it right. Iman and Siham.
Yes, Iman and Siham. You're right. You're the first listener who got my name right.
Oh, okay, that's good. I thrive on pronunciation, so it's important to be able to pronounce people's names correctly. So let me have Siham go first. So Siham, what is Faarrow and what is that? What does it really mean? What did the name come from?
Well, my name is Siham and my sister's name is Iman, and they're Arabic names. And in English, Iman means faith, and in Siham means arrow, so faith and arrow together equals Faarrow.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
Put it together.
Makes sense. Yeah, makes sense how you guys came up with the name.
That was a good concept.
Yeah. So you guys were born in Mogadishu, Somalia. What I know of Mogadishu, Somalia was the civil war that happened back in the 90s and I remember the pictures of an American soldier being dragged in the streets of Mogadishu. Were you present then, or had you guys left by then?
Well, when the Civil War broke out, we were actually living in Germany. My mom worked for the Somali embassy, so we were in Germany at the time, and when the war broke out, we couldn't go back home, so we went to Canada. We got asylum in Canada.
Oh, so luckily you guys were not in Somalia when things actually escalated.
Yeah, luckily, but I mean, my dad was, and it was a hard time for him to get out, but he made it out, thank God.
Oh, that's good. So let's jump to the music side of things then. You guys moved to Atlanta, began recording within 6 short months of that. he caught the attention of one of the nation's top record labels, that is Universal Motown. How did that happen? Kind of walk us through how the music history of Faarrow occurred.
Well, we were living in Toronto, and actually, me, Siham, went out to Atlanta first, and it was just kind of me telling my parents, like, oh, I'm just going to go visit, and just kind of lying to them in that way because they would never have let me go. And then once I told them I was staying, they kept giving me deadlines, and then Iman did the same thing. And she was just like, oh, I'm just going to go visit.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm going to go visit and talk her out of it so she can come back. But I think deep down inside they knew that, this is our passion. But, we have very strict African parents, and they wanted us to become doctors. So, going to Atlanta, they were only comfortable with the idea because our close family lived there. But, it was hard. Like, getting into the music industry was difficult because you have to find, like, the right producers. And then luckily we were really good songwriters. I think that's kind of what people were attracted to first and trying to break a new group. But we finally connected with the right people and just recording song after song. We weren't even really looking for a record deal, and just one thing led to another, meeting some of the top songwriters, and then finally somebody actually saying, hey, I actually have a label situation with Interscope, and flew us out there, and then it turned into every label wanting to sign us, and it just kind of happened really fast. But it was a great experience because we did learn a lot about the music industry.
Yeah, and we were with Universal Motown, but because of just creative differences, we didn't really have the same vision for ourselves. We ended up leaving, so now we're kind of doing our independent thing, and we're not really in a rush to sign another record deal, but, I mean, the option's always open if something great comes along, but, it just, because, like, from the outside looking in, like, getting a record deal was, like, such a big deal, but it's, like, it just wasn't what we expected, so if we do decide to do it a second time around, it has to be, like,
done a different way.
Right.
Yeah. Well, I've covered the music industry. I've worked in the music industry in America for years. I no longer, so I totally understand how the industry works and the animal and the beast that it is. So kudos to you guys for being able to take that step backwards and then knowing that's, this is not for you right now. But at least you've had a taste of it. You know what it looks like.
Yeah, exactly. So now it's not like this big elusive thing that, we're striving for. It's more like the right situation as opposed to just getting a record deal.
Yeah. But seriously, when I saw you guys' pictures, I thought you guys were like Ethiopians or something like that.
No? Yeah, everybody thinks that. Because in Los Angeles, there's a really big Ethiopian population, and there's barely any Somalis here, so everybody here thinks we're Ethiopian.
Yeah, okay. So let me let's take a quick toss to your music video. I want you guys to introduce the video. Whoever decides to, Iman or Siham, whichever one decides to introduce it, but you could probably do it together. So introduce your new music video to our fans, so we can actually play that and come back and talk about what you guys are working on right now and what people should expect from Faarrow.
Okay. So you're about to watch and hear, I guess. Our music video, Rule the World, it's our first single off of our upcoming EP, and it was a guerrilla-style video. We just kind of were running through downtown LA and just, I don't know, it was just a lot of energy and fun.
One by one, you wonder
popping in the studio right now. As Rule the World from Faarrow. I love it. I love it. Ladies.
Hey.
If you did not know, we are TV/radio. So we're not only just online radio, you can actually see it. So people just viewed your videos right there. And then when it also goes on our syndicated spots, people are going to be able to see it as well, too. So I love it. I love the song.
Great, we love that.
Love it when I hear African people doing stuff. So what's
a lot of energy.
A lot of energy, yeah, man. And hey, look, you can't get any better. They're talented. They're beautiful. You can't beat that. Because a lot of these people, they look cute and then they can't sing. And these girls can actually sing and they can write. Like the sky's not your limit. The sky's your starting point.
And they're from Africa.
Yep. Nothing beats that. Nothing beats that. We love it when our African people are doing stuff. So congratulations, lady. I mean, let me ask you this. So what's next? Rule the World is a great video. It's a great song. What's next after this? Well, what should we expect?
Well, we actually have a project coming out, a full self-titled EP. And we're actually right now deciding whether we're going to release the EP first or put out another video before that. Okay. So we're going to make that decision in the next couple of days, but it's just something we've been thinking about because this is the first project we're putting out, and we just want to give people like the best visuals that we can get at this point with like no budget, and just give them something great. So we're just still trying to figure out if we're going to put out the EP first or if we're going to put out another video before we put out the full EP.
Whatever you decide to do, just let us know. But hold that thought real quick. We're going to take a quick commercial break, and when we come back, I want to talk to you guys about your humanitarian work. I feel like it's something that we actually need to, enlighten people on. It's great that you sing, but the fact that you do other things as well too is a blessing to not only the musical genius that you guys are, but also Africa as a whole. So we'll take a quick commercial break, and we'll come and talk about that. Is that cool?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
All right, we'll take a quick break, and we'll come back. We'll talk more to Faarrow on Afrik Lounge.
Dishcloths that are hand-woven with eco-friendly 100% organic cotton. Tukis, handcrafted in India, will make a difference in your home, your life, and the lives of the Indian women who weave them with dignity and pride. Working to stand on their own 2 feet, Tukis are their labor of love. Go green with the best dishcloths available. That's Tukis. Order a 3-pack for less than $10 exclusively online at www.tukis.com. That's TOOCKIES. Tukis.com.
No one loves do-it-yourself projects more than I do, but you never want to cut or drill into a wall without knowing what's behind it. That's why I choose Zircon Corporation. As the #1 electronic hand tool company in the world, Zircon Super Tools help keep me and my crew safe and out of harm's way. From stud sensors and laser levels to metal detectors and electrical wiring sensors, sturdy and dependable Zircon tools are all I use. So whether renovating or redecorating, ask for Zircon by name at your local home improvement store. And should someone say, haven't seen you in a while, tell them, that's cause every time I come by, all the Zircon stud finders go off. Just kidding. Sort of. From odd jobs around the house to those bigger fall projects where you need a helping hand, it's good to know Zircon tools are within your reach and help you get the job done safely. Electronic tools are all they make, so they simply make them better. Remember, before any wall gets worked on, you'd better get a Zircon.
Mahalo Hawaii Deep Sea Drinking Water comes to you from the island paradise of Hawaii, 3,000 feet below the ocean surface, where the water is naturally clean, pure, cold, and filled with healthy minerals and nutrients. The deep sea water used for Mahalo drinking water is very old. It takes between 1,200 and 2,000 years for the water to travel to the North Atlantic Ocean through the freezing Arctic currents, under the vast glaciers of Greenland, where it gathers ancient minerals that leach down from the ice. Then it flows around and back down toward the deep channels of the Pacific Ocean. Mahalo Hawaii Deep Sea, truly the best water in the world. The official water for T Radio V. Log on to hawaiideepseawater.com. Mahalo.
You're listening to TRadioV.com, Denver.
Afrik Lounge, welcome back, everybody listening. We have Faarrow on the line joining us from LA. Somalia's finest sister act duo. Rule the World is their video. Check it out on YouTube if you haven't seen it. It's a great video. It's got a lot of energy. It's got a lot of things going on. So sisters, Iman and Siham, let me ask you ladies, what's the humanitarian work all about? Why did you guys get involved with that? What inspired that?
So what really started it all is, we growing up as kids, like we knew like coming from Somalia, we came to Canada as refugees. Like that was always something like our parents always like made sure we knew our roots and where we came from and things like that. But really what sparked our passion for the humanitarian work is when we got the record deal, I feel like because we were the first females from our country to ever get a major, like, I guess, American record deal, like, in our community, it was like a big deal. Like, some people weren't happy about it. Some people were like, whoa, I can't believe they really did it. And I was just like, I feel like God gave us this voice for a reason, like this platform. And I was just like, well, I feel like we're supposed to be, obviously Somalia is dangerous, and we're like, we can't just go to Somalia and try to make a difference. We did a lot of research. We found out the world's largest refugee camp was at the border of Somalia and Kenya, the Dab, and we found out we had family there. And it was just like, that's kind of what sparked everything. And then we hooked up with the UN Refugee Agency. We started doing a lot of work with them, and a lot of things were just kind of like advocacy work. We would speak at schools, do benefit concerts, and money going to really like the refugee camps, things like that. But we felt like we wanted to make more of a difference, and so we started our own thing where we can at least have a little more control of like where the money is going and how we can actually do our own projects to make like some real physical change. And so that's how we started W.I.S.H Creatively, which stands for Women Internationally Selling Hope.
Yeah.
And we started making jewelry, like just our own jewelry, we make it with our hands, and we started selling that. And it's a socially conscious brand that's dedicated to empowering women. And we wanted to start in Somalia and Kenya because, that's kind of like where like we have family, but we want to do it all over all the developing countries. But the first project is Project Girl Power, where we're helping teaching them make reusable sanitary napkins for women, because that's just something that is lacking, especially in refugee camps. Like, nobody thinks about, like, little girls don't even go to school because they get their menstrual cycle and there's nothing for them to use. So it's just like, it broke our heart when we read about that. We don't even think about that living here, because it's like, hey, we just go to the store and just get it and take care of it. So that was like that's our first passion project for W.I.S.H Creatively.
So who am I talking to right now? Is this Siham or is this Iman?
This is Iman.
So Iman seems like Iman's dominating the conversation. So Siham, you tell me this: what's been the challenges with W.I.S.H Creatively? What's been the challenges, and what's been some of the anecdotes you guys have experienced with creating this on your own? Because it's one thing to work with the UN and also be a spokesperson for them. It's another thing to actually be hands-on and do your own thing, and then see the difference and the change that you're making.
Absolutely. It's I think one of the challenges is like planning the first project that we're going to do, because W.I.S.H is fairly new, and it's just different when you're doing everything yourself, and then you have to figure out where you want to do the first project. And on top of that, I know we have our own ideas of what we want to do as our first project, but at the end of the day, you have to look at what the need is as well. So it's really hard to go to people that are struggling and then tell them, okay, you need this, we're going to give you this, and instead of listening to them and telling us what they would need and how we can work together. And I think that's the one thing that we really want to strive to do, work with the women that we're helping to see hear their voice and let them tell us what they need and what they want, and try to facilitate that. I think that's, even though we have Project Girl Power, I feel like if that's not something that they need at this point, we can expand on the idea.
Alrighty. Well, ladies, I want to ask you to come back soon, either when you decide to release another single or put out the LP proper. We definitely want you to come back, and also want to know how W.I.S.H is going in Africa as well too. What's going on, especially like you said, on the borders of Somalia and Kenya. So I want to thank you, ladies. That's Faarrow, Iman, and Siham, sister duo act from Mogadishu, Somalia, by way of Toronto, now currently living in Los Angeles, California. Thanks, ladies. We appreciate it.
Thank you so much for having us.
All right, you guys have a great week.
You too.
Talk to you soon. Bye. Cute girls. Nah, I forgot to ask him about their sites, but well, I mean, the reality is we'll bring him on back. We'll bring him back on later on. And I
think they might still be on the line.
Is he on the line?
See, check.
Hello, ladies, you still there? Nah, I think they left. They bounced. They didn't waste no time. Let's take a quick musical break. We're gonna bring on Denta, a philanthropist from the UK, the lady in charge of Guba. She's a mother of 3, so it's part of our Mother's Day special continuation. We got to bring her on real quick. We don't want to keep her up too late. She's a mother of 3, like I said. We'll take a quick musical break. DJ Concept on the 1s and 2s. It's Afrik Lounge, your number 1 spot for all things Africa. We'll be right back.
As you can see, very Mufakale from Miami, Mufarale from Babami, Ayeni Miami, Maserati for Yawodi, Ferrari for Sashi, Ferragamo Bugatti, Olo Dutori, Buffalo Via Denuga, Mufafe Sosa, Razi Pepe, all of them for me, Atiti baby now. You cannot believe what I have seen with my eyes. Say my people, it is a beautiful story, na. See, I fought through defeat, now I am living a better life. And I'm thankful for the life that I am living, na. Easy baby, okay. Shabalwalo, shelo. Whatever. Shabalwalo, shelo. Lagos today and London tomorrow. Shabalwalo, shelo. Oh my God. Shabalwalo, shelo. Easy baby, shelo. Shabalwalo, shelo. Whatever. Shabalwalo, shelo. Lagos today and London tomorrow. Shabalwalo, shelo. Oh my God. Shabalwalo, shelo. I'm balling for 2. Let nobody do me better in truth. Say I'm balling for 2. Let nobody do me better in truth. We's the bad musician, that's the bad producer. You already know, we on every show. Amen. Maserati, Ferrari, Ferragamo, Bugatti. Maserati, Ferrari, Ferragamo, Bugatti. So easy, baby, loke. Shabalwalo, shelo. Whatever. Shabalwalo, shelo. Lagos today and London tomorrow. Shabalwalo, shelo. Oh my God, Shabalwalo, shelo. Easy, baby, loke. Shabalwalo, shelo. Whatever. Shabalwalo, shelo. Lagos today and London. Oh my God, Shabalwalo, shelo. If you call a woman African woman, no good. If you call a woman African woman, no good. She go say, baby, Shabalwalo, shelo.
Let me spray some money for your yash. It's a Patagon boy with the people them I like with the Patagon style, so tell them I don't show. African Dr. Dre, cool. Kilo apple, bash. Kilo spending, cash. Kilo wanting, yash. Oh your DJ, scratch. Baby roll your ass. Bartender make 'em hush. Nobody wanna go home when Duncan Mighty in the building. All my ladies pop. Some dumb perry and make somebody junkie. Money, oh no. See the ways God bless me, oh fudge. Kilo popping, more money when I see you. Yes, Parabale, say the party now all night long. I love my life, enjoy your life. My own money is not a type. I love my life, enjoy your life. My own money is not a type. I love my life, I enjoy my life, I love my life, Don't stop thinking about the way this lady just make you crazy. DJ make you don't stop this party till early morning. If your shoe don't feel to dance, make you finger, blow your hands up in the air, wind your waist, shake your bum bum. Fast to me I enter, all the girls for the center. I'ma give them a run now. Make you do like you want Colomenta. Alcoholic Sebastian.
In the mix with DJ Concept.
She the darling. Oh, you give her just one bottle. If you get them, roll them. If you get them, wine them. If you get them, show them. Show what your mama gave you. Oh, you don't soak it. Iman and how you go, hammer. Oh, yeah, don't soak it. Iman and how you go, hammer. I love my life, enjoy your life. My own money is not a type. I love my life, enjoy your life. My own money is not a type. I love my life, I enjoy my life, I love my life, don't stop thinking about the way this lady.
Welcome back to the show. It's Afrik Lounge. That was Duncan Mighty. It's our Mother's Day special. We have joining us from the UK is Denta. How you doing?
I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
Doing great. Happy Mother's Day to you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah, you're welcome. I told you a mother of 3, so we just had to make sure we mentioned that, and we're wishing all the mothers out there happy Mother's Day.
Thank you. I think Mother's Day should be celebrated every single day for mothers.
I think so. You guys put in a lot of work, not only to carry the kid for 9 months.
Yeah, that's true.
Exactly.
But geez, the process.
The labor.
Well, that's the biggest part of it. But also, the baby then starts to run, and you have to chase him. That's exercise for you.
Exactly.
That's the physical part. Then
change diapers.
Then the mental part and the emotional part is where they start acting up, and you be like, "Man, I brought you into this world." You know. They start acting up. So for those who don't know, Denta is a pretty big deal in not only the UK, but she's also a big deal in Ghana. She's a Ghanaian philanthropist, an award-winning British Ghanaian entrepreneur, actress, TV presenter, singer, producer, and also the manager of Ghanaian International.
Oh, you got it wrong.
And Samoa. So she's heavy. She's deep.
Yeah.
We try to fit everything all in, but we couldn't. So you founded Gooba Awards and the Gooba Foundation. What is the Gooba Awards? For those who don't know, what does it stand for?
Okay, the Gooba Award stands for the Ghana UK-based Achievement Awards, which basically recognizes Ghanaians that are doing well in the UK and worldwide, and also people that provide a service to the Ghanaian community. So I founded that in 2009, and our first event was in 2010. And so this year is going to be our 4th event, our 4th year in doing Gooba Awards. Now, Gooba, every year for us has been a bigger success for us. We've had the likes of Lord Paul Boateng, who's an MP over here. Mm-hmm. We've had the likes of Sherry Blair endorse Gooba Awards. That's Tony Blair's wife. We've had the Ghana High Commission, the British High Commissioner in Ghana support and also endorse Gooba. We've had the British Council of Africa endorse Gooba. Adam Afriye, who's another big MP, he's also been named like the next Obama. The list goes on. We've honored the likes of Sir Sam Jonah as well. So that is Gooba. And then from Gooba Awards, we gave birth to Gooba Foundation. Now, Gooba Foundation looks at supporting families and children with autism. And that was also, it happened last year. I met a girl called Nana Afriye at Nanama at an event that I went to. And basically, she was like, Denta, I have 2 brothers with autism. The Ghanaian community don't really understand autism, or the African community. She doesn't like the stigma that is going on, and she wants to set up, an autism foundation. I was like, you know what? We've set up a Gooba Foundation already. So why don't we, do this together? Because I saw the passion in her eyes, and she really, you could see there was a lot of pain in her eyes. And from her, the way she spoke, she was really passionate about, really wanted to change the perspective of what people thought about children with autism, and that they're special kids, they're humans, they drink, they eat, they do everything that, a normal child does, but they're just a little bit different. And if you don't understand them, then you won't understand them. So we set up that foundation. We had our first event last month, and we had over 200 families, Ghanaian and African parents with their children that turned up. We had speakers from, doctors, special doctors that look after children with autism. We had social workers, speech therapists, schools. We had a whole, about 8 speakers. We even had an 8-year-old boy that's got Asperger's, which is another type of autism. And he has been to Oxford University, which is like the biggest university, the best, should I say, university in the UK. And also, he speaks Japanese. He does. The little boy is absolutely amazing. And so, that is Goober Foundation, and that is what we're doing. We're trying to take this to Africa as well. We're trying to do this seminar in Ghana and also Nigeria as well. We feel as if, like, the stigma is too much. People don't understand what it is. And, they think that it's witchcraft or, it's just, there's too many things.
Let me jump in there real quick. Why is that an issue? I feel like, when we don't understand something in Africa, and I'm not generalizing, I think it's something that across a lot of African countries, it's a common thread. When we don't understand something, we demonize it, like a kid having autism or a kid having some disease, we demonize it. We don't see it for what it is and then try to tackle it. I mean, what seems to be the problem? Or to help.
They say knowledge is power, and I guess when you have lack of knowledge, you don't know. So you think you know, or you think you understand certain things, but you don't actually understand it. That's why it's so important for us to educate ourselves on things that we don't understand about, not just on autism, but in life generally. Sometimes we may not even see something or hear something, but we pretend as if we have. You don't know something, go and learn about it. Don't just stigmatize. Don't just, think that, this parent cannot look after their child. Look at them. Look at the child running up and down. They don't, they can't control their child. If you don't know something, ask.
Yeah.
All right. So, let's do this. Let's take a quick commercial break. And when we come back, we will talk about the success of Goober, the success of the autism event. And also, I noticed that you've been nominated for African Women in Europe Awards. We'll talk about that as well, too. So we'll take a quick commercial break, and then we'll come back and we'll talk to Denta. Is that cool?
Yeah.
We don't want to keep you up too late because we know you got 3 kids. We'll be right back.
That's okay.
All right.
Handcrafted in India will make a difference in your home, your life, and the lives of the Indian women who weave them with dignity and pride. Working to stand on their own 2 feet, Tukis are their labor of love. Go green with the best dishcloths available. That's Tukis. Order a 3-pack for less than $10 exclusively online at www.tukis.com. That's TOOCKIES. Tukis.com.
No one loves do-it-yourself projects more than I do, but you never want to cut or drill into a wall without knowing what's behind it. That's why I choose Zircon Corporation. As the #1 electronic hand tool company in the world, Zircon Super Tools help keep me and my crew safe and out of harm's way. From stud sensors and laser levels to metal detectors and electrical wiring sensors, sturdy and dependable Zircon tools are all I use. So whether renovating or redecorating, ask for Zircon by name at your local home improvement store. And should someone say, haven't seen you in a while, tell them, that's cause every time I come by, all the Zircon stud finders go off. Just kidding. Sort of. From odd jobs around the house to those bigger fall projects where you need a helping hand, it's good to know Zircon tools are within your reach and help you get the job done safely. Electronic tools are all they make, so they simply make them better. Remember, before any wall gets worked on, you'd better get a Zircon.
Mahalo Hawaii deep sea drinking water comes to you from the island paradise of Hawaii, 3,000 feet below the ocean surface, where the water is naturally clean, pure, cold, and filled with healthy minerals and nutrients. The deep sea water used for Mahalo drinking water is very old. It takes between 1,200 and 2,000 years for the water to travel to the North Atlantic Ocean through the freezing Arctic currents, under the vast glaciers of Greenland, where it gathers ancient minerals that leach down from the ice. Then it flows around and back down toward the deep channels of the Pacific Ocean. Mahalo Hawaii Deep Sea, purely the best water in the world. The official water for T Radio V. Log on to hawaiideepseawater.com. Mahalo.
You're listening to TRadioV.com, Denver.
Welcome back to the show. It's a Freak Lounge, your number one spot for all things Africa. We cover Africa. We have joining us on the line from the UK, Miss Denta herself. So, Gooba, let's jump back to Gooba a little bit. I noticed from watching some of the clips in the past that you had Norwich City manager Chris Hutton at the awards, and also the manager of the Ghanaian national team, Kwesi Appiah, as well too. So definitely you've been expanding into the football realm, and you've gotten some good responses there. So with regards to the Gooba Awards itself, what's been the success? Granted, you've had all these people endorse it, but what's been that one anecdote that you take away from the awards that you've seen that's made you feel like, okay, yes, this is going to be around for a long, long time?
I think it's just having the passion for my country and recognizing people that deserve to be recognized. Yeah. You know, I feel as it's really important that young people have role models. We need to put our people on the platform, just like the Europeans people do it. They have so many awards that they recognize, you know, great achievers. We need to do the same. We need to let our people know, the young people in Ghana, around the world, that we have great people. We have, you know, people that we can look up to. For instance, last year we recognized a 6-year-old girl that's written 2 books.
A 6-year-old?
I mean, for me, yeah, she's written 2 books, which is, you know, on Amazon. You can buy it. And for me, that is an inspiration. That is something that I need to tell my 5-year-old boy to say, listen, you can do it, son. You can do it. There's somebody that's 6 years old that can do it. You know, we have someone like Sir Sam Jonah that has, is an entrepreneur. He's on so many board of directors, Vodafone. I mean, so many things that you might not know, you know. And so for me, it's about putting our people on the platform and recognizing one another.
Yeah,
and also what I like about Gooba is that we bring the normal, you know, people in brackets and the high profile people in one room. It's like network. You know, here's your chance. We've had Anton Ferdinand, we've had Nancy Delalio, you know, we've had, like you said, Chris Hutton, we've had Asamoah Gyan, we've had John Pencil, we've had John Mensah, we've had, you know, people that sometimes you might not see on the street, you know, but at Gooba Awards you get to meet them. You know, we've had, you know, business, we've had companies like Amajaro, we've had companies like Talo Oil, you know, MoneyGram, Western Union, all come to Gooba Awards, you know. And so for me, that is something which I like about the event. It's connecting people. It's, you know, letting young people know that they have great role models. We know we had a student achiever category, which is one of my favorite categories, and it's we give it every year to somebody that's achieved all A's and A stars. And there's one particular girl that won it last year, and her name is Jillian. And she has basically never seen a B before. It's always been A stars, you know, and she goes to Oxford. Yeah, and she's a Ghanaian. And I'm like, you know, we need to put her on a pedestal. And one other thing that I really want to do is like mentoring. So the winners that win Gooba Awards, they actually mentor other people. You know, I don't want Gooba Awards just to be one night. I want something to happen, you know, continuously towards the event. You know, mentoring schemes. We want to do stuff for entrepreneurs. You know, like this year we've got different categories. We've got young entrepreneurs, so somebody that's under 30 that is doing really well. This year, actually, we've thrown out the baton to the USA. So if you guys know anybody in the USA that's Ghanaian that is doing something great, we want to honor them. And also, I've been contacted by somebody in Ghana that in the USA, and we're going to be setting up Gooba USA very soon. So Gooba Awards will be going to the USA because, again, there's a lot of Ghanaians in the USA. So
yes,
Charlie.
There's a lot of Charlies in US.
We have a lot of Charlie.
We love our Ghanaians. I mean, you guys are our next door neighbors, so we definitely get along.
Yeah.
Now is good.
And we do recognize. Just to say, we do recognize African. We have an inspirational African award every year.
That's what I was going to ask.
Yeah, we do have that. So this year it's a big one. I can't reveal who it's going to be, but
this one is a Nigerian, actually. He is an entrepreneur, a big timer. We're not going to announce it now because we announced it at our launch, which is going to be on the 5th of September at the House of Commons in London. So, yeah.
Okay. So let people know, when is the Google Awards this year? When is it happening this year?
Okay. So the Google Awards is happening on the 16th of November at the Park Plaza Riverbank Hotel in London. And we're going to have our launch, like I said, on the 5th of September in London at the House of Commons. We're also going to be doing another big launch in Ghana. Last year we did it at the British High Commissioner's residence. We had, guests like ex-President Kufuor. We had, Archbishop Duncan Williams. We had big ministers and prominent people again that turned up to the event. But we're always looking for sponsors to support our event, because that's another thing which is really disheartening, is that we find it really difficult to get, support from our community. And, people come to the event, they're like, oh, wow, Dental, what an event. You guys did so well. And we're like, yeah, would you like to sponsor? Oh, our budget is constrained, though, And it's like, come on.
When the time is right to open the pockets, then they're not giving you stories.
Exactly. So we really need support. I mean, it's about, encouraging ourselves and really, just like I said, putting ourselves on a stool. So it's like, we need support. We really need support from the big, blue chip companies and other companies that, think that
with
what
time,
we're doing
with time, I feel like, you said you started the awards. The first one was in 2010. So this is pretty much your fourth one, right? Third one. Yeah. So fourth one. Yeah, your fourth one. So with time, because consistency is key, people will continue to recognize.
As time goes on,
people will continue to recognize it, and I feel like we need more people like yourself, not just for Ghana but for Africa. It's a shame that a lot of young kids that are born outside of Africa have no idea how great the continent of their parents are. They have no clue. Most people don't know that the first university in the world is in Africa. The big so-called Greek philosophers studied in Alexandria.
Timbuktu.
Exactly. They studied in Egypt. They studied in East Africa. They studied in North Africa. They went to school there. Those are the places where they went to get their education. But those parts are never told because kids don't have no clue. All we have is just the European and the Western perspective.
This is why this is so important to me. I'm so passionate about it. Like I will break down doors seriously, because I just feel as if like we just need to recognize our own. We need to learn about ourselves, about our heritage, about our people, and that's why we are, with Guba, even though the core is looking at Ghanaians, but we do want to expand and look at the Africans as well, because at the end of the day, we're all one people. We are all one people. We need to celebrate each other. We need to raise the flag for Africa. We need to get Africa shining, and so these are type of events that we need. We need to write our own history.
Fantastic. So we
need to do that.
Let me ask you this: how did you get the nominee? Congratulations on being nominated for the African Women in Europe Award. How did that come about?
To be honest, I I just got an email yesterday from one of my colleagues who's part of Gooba, and was like, "Yeah, Dental, you've been nominated for this award." I'm like, "Huh?" So I wasn't aware of it, but I'm just trying to do me. I'm just doing Dental, and for me, to be honored like this is a privilege. I'm very grateful that somebody somewhere is seeing my work, and again, that is what I do to others. That's how I make others feel. So it's really nice to be on the other flip side of it, and to be recognized, even if I don't win the award. But the fact that somebody somewhere has recognized me and my story is being pushed out there and could inspire somebody else, for me, it's 100%. It's bonus.
Let's flip it a little bit. Part of your accomplishments, it was part when President Sepp Blatter invited you to present a statue in memory of Arthur Wharton, the first black professional football player. How did that come about? I mean, I appreciate the fact that you're being humble about it, but that's a huge achievement. Most people don't get to see. People see Sepp Blatter on TV. You actually were in the same room, in the same place with the president of FIFA, one of the most powerful men in the world, not just in football.
President of soccer.
Yep.
Yeah, that was extraordinary. It was okay. So I met Sean Campbell, who is the founder of Arthur Wharton Foundation, and he heard about my works and what I'm doing in Ghana. And obviously, Arthur Wharton was half Ghanaian and was born in Ghana. Yeah, he's Ghanaian, and so they and half Scottish, and basically they nominated me to basically go with them to present the statue to Sepp Blatter. When I got the email, I was shocked. I was like, I love football. I manage a footballer. I mean, I dream football. I eat football. To meet Sepp Blatter, FIFA president, like, seriously, me? And they were like, yeah, you. And I was like, why don't you go and choose, like, Michael Essien or...
Right.
Like, yeah, even a Samojan or...
Or
like,
John
no,
Mensah or somebody.
Yeah, like, why me? I'm a woman as well. Why me? And he was like, Denta, you're the perfect person for it. You're a trailblazer just like him. And so I was like, okay, thank you for this honor. And to be honest, Sepp Blatter was lovely. He welcomed us a lot. And I even met him again at in Wembley, and he remembered me. He was like, Denta, how are you? I was like, hey, Sepp Blatter, how are you? You know?
Man, you're
hey, my buddy.
Denta, you're rolling in big circles now.
You know?
That's good. So you manage Asamoah Gyan. I mean, that's a player we all know from playing in France, playing in Italy, and then playing in the EPL. But now he's currently in the UAE.
Azonto master.
One of the Azonto guys himself. How is that? I mean, how does what goes involved? I guess my word is, what does it take to manage a professional football player? You know, because I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of demands.
There's a lot. There is a lot. For me, it's just about managing his PR and his image, because a lot of footballers don't really have managers. They have agents, but they don't have managers. And Jan is very unique in the way that he's so multi-talented. You know, he has a flair of football. He scores a goal and he would dance. He's a musician. He loves boxing. That's why he set up this. You know, he's now got. You know, he's got a boxer that he's also managing. There's a lot about him. You know, for me, Asamoah is a great person, and he's got a great personality. So, in 2010, after the World Cup, I approached him. It was actually through John Mensah that linked me up to him. And I met him. I was like, do you have a manager? He's like, no. And I was like, well, I think I can get you some endorsements and, you know, kind of promote you and stuff like that. He's like, are you sure you can get me endorsements? And I was like, yeah, why not? And so, we signed a contract. We signed a 3-year contract. And basically, I got him to be an ambassador for Glow, which is a telecom, which is based in Nigeria, and they're based in Ghana as well. I got him in a nice, you know, juicy deal. And then I got him to be the ambassador for Ghana as a tourist. So the Minister of Tourism made him an ambassador for Ghana, for Ghana Tourism. And then I got him another endorsement for Ghana Money Transfer. And again, so I manage his PR, but it's very hard to manage footballers because sometimes they don't listen. I also manage his Puma side of things as well, making sure that he's wearing the right boots for Puma, because sometimes he prefers to wear his old Puma boots instead of the new ones that he's been sent and stuff like that and so forth. And so that's the type of things that I do. But he is and I'm also like a personal advisor, try and get him, to make sure he's investing his money correctly. But Asamoah is a very smart guy, and he does a lot of investments. But yeah, he's a lovable character, and he's someone that I really like.
Great guy too. I've spoken with him a couple of times. I actually remember meeting him at the African Cup of Nations in Ghana in 2008. So, yeah, you definitely have a you definitely have a great client on your hand.
Yeah, and then his next match, I'm praying that if he scores a goal, he's going to equalize Abedi Pele's record in Ghana.
Nice.
And basically, Asamoah has the chance of breaking that record, and being a top player in Ghana, as he is already,
Yep. Well, Dent, I want to thank you for coming on the show. Don't be a stranger. I mean, you and I always chit-chat on Twitter anyway. And congrats to your Tottenham Spurs today for winning. I have to say that,
Thank you.
I'm a huge Arsenal fan. I'm just saying, hey, it is what it is. We run North London. But we're friends either way. Anyway, we're still friends. Of course. Anyway you look at it. But once again, happy Mother's Day, and we want to thank you for all you do. We definitely
thank you very much. And also, just before I go, I just want to mention that we are doing. I'm also putting on Ghana Careers Fair, which is basically inviting companies from Ghana to come to the UK to recruit people. So that is happening on the 29th of June. So it's a huge event. We've got companies like UT Bank, RLG, Tigo, Newmount, Nexus, Stanbic Bank, all coming to the UK to recruit people from the diaspora. So it's a huge event that is going to be happening in the UK as well. And I also forgot to mention that we've got Rachel Yankee as an ambassador for Goober Foundation as well.
English international player. She plays for the England national team. Yep.
Yeah. And also coming up as well, we'll be doing Christopher Samba's charity dinner ball. We're going to be organizing that. That's my company, Speak to Dental, will be organizing that. We've got Dental Show coming up very soon as well. So there's a lot of things in the pipeline for Goober. And if anybody wants to follow me, it's Denta_show. Follow me on that. If you want to follow Goober Awards, that's Goober Awards UK on Twitter. And thank you very much. And also I want to thank my team, my Goober team, my Goober Foundation team. Without them, there's no Goober. There's no Goober Foundation. And I just want to say a big thank you. And thank you to Nana for connecting this interview as well.
Yeah, Nana, big shout out to Nana. He and I have been going back and forth on WhatsApp. Also, make sure you go to gooberfoundation.org and gooberawards.co.uk. So that's gooberfoundation.org and gooberawards.co.uk. You and I will go back and forth on Twitter anyway. So want to thank you once again. Of course. I know you got the three kids. So happy Mother's Day once again. Have a great week and good luck with the rest of the year.
Thank you very much. I hope to see you at Goober.
Hopefully, we'll work something out. You and I actually got to talk about the Chris Samba thing, but we'll do that off the air.
Yeah, sure.
All right, you have a great week. We'll talk to you soon.
Okay, bye.
We'll take a quick musical break with DJ Concept, and when we come back, we'll wrap up the show. It's Afrik Lounge, your number one place for all things Africa. We cover Africa on TRadioV.com/Denver, syndicated on mytruespot.com. This is Africa, and Shakara.be. We'll be right back.
give you the updates. I did it on the girls we educate. No really traits, really frustrate. Or maybe girl make we relate. Anything where you want I orchestrate. Blue body, red body. Anywhere where you want go we go migrate. Whether you like it or not, yeah the belly you be shaking your butt. Dance if you know one dance come out. Dance if you know one dance come out. I believe if you like it or not. When you hear the belly you be shaking your butt. Dance if you know one dance come out. Why you come there they block my don't want come out. Hot desire, that is why you set my soul on fire. My love for you no go expire. That is why you my desire. You the one I require. You there with me sire. See I'm down. I like where you rotate. Baby rotate. For now make you see I'm moving down. Because of the girl I relocate. Make you relocate. Now you are the look I'm moving down. Because of the girl I relocate. Baby rotate. Rotate. I'm moving down. Because of the girl I relocate. Baby rotate. Now you are the locate. Fine, fine girl. I like that girl with the fine, fine. Fine, fine girl. I like my girl with the boo-boo. Fine, fine girl. Call that girl with the fine, fine girl. She's my girl with the big, big hood. I like my girl with the big, big hood. Whether you like it or not, yeah, the belly you be shaking your butt. Dance if you know one dance come out. Dance if you know one dance come out. I believe if you like it or not, when you hear the belly you be shaking your butt. Dance if you know one dance come out. Why you come there they block my don't want come out. The end of a month this house now WC where come this house now where your daddy oh daddy. I beg make you leave am for me. I want make she be my honey. See this your daughter leave am for me. See I'm down. I like where you rotate. Baby rotate. For now make you see I'm moving down. Because of the girl I relocate.
Your wish, all I want is your wish. All I wish, your wish, all I want is your wish. All I wish, your wish, all I want is your wish. All I wish, your wish, all I want is your wish.
You are now in the musical mix with DJ Concept.
Have you ever seen anything quite like it?
My fellow Nigerians, we are pleased to announce the removal of the
fuel subsidy.
Fuel subsidy, yes. And we promise that all the things we didn't do before, we will surely use this money to do it. And cut. Hey, hold it! Hold it there!
Hold it! Hold it!
Come out of the car! Come out! Cooperate or I'll shoot!
Please! Please! Don't shoot! I'll do anything you want! Please! Please!
Well, open your fuel tank!
Eh? You say?
I say open your tank!
Why? But why not? Can't you take my girlfriend? See her there. Chumusa.
My friend, open your fuel tank or else. Scorpion, bring the keg. Okay, let's move.
There must be some petrol left in the engine.
The engine, we forgot the petrol inside the engine. Nigeria!
But you have videos. Welcome back to the show. It's Afrik Lounge, your number one place for all things Africa. We cover Africa. That was a funny video. You have to actually watch the show on TWV.com/Denver to be able to see it. If not, trust me, you wouldn't really get the gist of it. You can listen to it. It's not the same as watching it. Big shout out to Nas, man. Where did you find that? Where did you get that? That's hilarious. The guy said, "Don't take my petrol. You can take my girlfriend."
See code. Even Central Bank don't get that kind of code.
To unlock the tank. Come on.
To show say as gas for Nigeria.
I mean, that's bad, man.
The one in the engine, the one in the engine, they see soccer.
Like, I mean, come on.
That's crazy.
That's bad, man. That's bad. I mean, we can laugh about it, but fuel scarcity is no joke. It is no joke. In a country where we are an oil producer, we should not have fuel scarcity. There's no rationale. There's no rationale behind it. I know, thankfully, with time, as things go on, they're privatizing the oil and gas industry, so there will be people that will be in charge of the refineries, different companies in charge of.
We hope they do it well.
Hopefully, you know, we can only pray. One can only pray, and pray, but also at the same time
work towards it.
Thank you, because prayer with no action, you go DDL, man. It's like person with
wish.
It's a good wish, but now person will just sit down there and talk, say, I'm going to pass that exam, but you no study. Man, you go fail am in flying colors.
Come inside Moscow church, they pray.
You go fail that exam in flying colors. No two ways about it. So you better put in work.
You will want to win lottery. You know, buy tickets.
What? You definitely want to win the lottery, Toto. You got to put in the action. So the action is very important. I want to thank Faarrow for joining us, the Somalian Sister Act. I also want to thank Dental for joining us as well too. Big quick backstory. Dental is someone I actually met via Twitter during the African Cup of Nations. Everybody loves football. Every African loves football. Toby's shaking his head.
Yes.
Toby's Timmy's son. He's a huge football player. Watch out for this kid. He's got the talent.
I'm your manager.
He's already. He's got the talent. I mean, he definitely. He's going places. He's got the most important thing. He has a swagger. I like that. I remember one time his dad was telling me, I think he had a penalty. And nobody wanted to take the penalty. You took the ball. I mean, that's a free goal. I was like, what? The boy said, that's a free goal.
And when you score, you start dancing again too.
The boy, no, you understand? The boy said, that's a free goal. That means to tell you, before you even kicked it, thank you. The swagger is that I'm scoring this one. You know? So I really like that. But yeah, thanks to Dental for coming on the show. We met during the African Cup of Nations, and we just, you know, we bonded. We became friends like that instantly. You know, there are a lot of people like that I met. Thanks to social media, there's a lot of people you meet online. And during the Nations Cup, I met people in South Africa, people in Kenya, people in Ghana, all over the place, you know, just because of one common bond, football. We all love football, you know. And most Nigerians don't know this. Football. No, the real football, the one we kick, not the one they throw. Most people don't know this. A lot of Africans love and respect Nigeria. A lot. You know, when everybody's choice to win the Nations Cup was Ghana. Once Ghana didn't make it to the finals, everybody jumped on the Nigerian bandwagon. South Africa, everybody. Every English-speaking person I could think of that I interacted with on Twitter was like, man, we want Nigeria to win this thing. You know, like, it's because we're looked at as not as a giant of Africa, but there's just that respect that Nigeria is seen as like the epitome of what Africa is. You know, we do a lot. Yeah, we're not the best at it, but we still do a lot. And people like Dental, for what she does for Ghana, we need to encourage that. We need to support that. And we need to even see more of that on an African scale, because we need to have kids who are growing up to know that people in Africa have done things, or people outside of Africa are doing things. There needs to be that consistent to inspire people. You know, like she says, Europeans give themselves awards. Why don't we give ourselves awards too? Why don't we recognize our own people for the work that they're doing? So I want to thank her big time for coming on for that. Once again, happy Mother's Day to all the mothers. Tammy, also happy Mother's Day to Toby's mom. I'm not sure if she's watching or she's listening, but big shout out. You want to say happy Mother's Day to your mom?
Happy Mother's Day.
And happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there.
Hey, real quick.
Yeah.
Got a flyer from the Colorado African Organization. They're having their first annual Colorado African Organization Community Award. It's on May 18th, Saturday, May 18th from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. at the Goodwin Fine Arts Center. It's 1255 Delaware Street, Denver 80204. They're encouraging, Africans in Denver, to come out and support. I guess it's their first award show. I'm not sure what's going on to it, but it's the Colorado African Organization. So you can go on Afrik Lounge Radio Facebook page, and there's a flyer posted on there, so you can check it out and I guess support them or whatever.
Yeah, definitely support. It's very important to support our own. Nobody's gonna do it. We deserve to support ourselves. Our continent needs it. We need it ourselves. Whether you're from Somalia, you're from Nigeria, you're from Ghana, South Africa, Algeria, wherever you're from, we deserve to support ourselves because nobody else will. You want to say something, Toby?
I know that Nigerian people are really good at soccer, and and I especially want to be like the best player in the world.
Don't worry, I'm your manager. I'll take you there. I'll take you there. But
well, you got to put the work in though. Yeah. If you want to be the best player in the world, you know how many days you have to practice?
Yes.
How many days?
Every day.
Thank you. There you go.
Toby,
hard work.
You don't betray me. Don't go and say it's your dad that is your manager.
He said, don't betray me.
Don't betray me. I'm your manager.
Hard work. Nothing beats hard work. Like one of my favorite quotes: "Hard work never fails me. It only makes me stronger." I came up with that.
And that's in everything, Toby.
I came up with that.
Soccer, schoolwork. You have to put in the work all the time.
You put in the work, you will see the results. Don't let anybody tell you that there's shortcuts. Heck to the no. There is no shortcut to success. You put in the work, you will have that fulfillment when you put in the work because you see.
People want to be around you when you're good.
You've seen the good players. You name them. The good players you know: Messi, Ronaldo, Kaká, Rooney. You name them. They put in the work.
Ronaldinho.
Exactly. Everybody who doesn't know, he looks just like Ronaldinho. The boy looks just like Ronaldinho. I mean, he's got that Ronaldinho look. So I pray you had the Ronaldinho skills to go with it. That would trust me, man.
Don't worry.
Trust me. That would take over.
Not seeing you. No Mourinho. Not seeing you. Not seeing you.
On that note, we want to thank everyone for joining us on the show again today. Any last words?
No. Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day again to all the mothers. Tammy, good job as usual. DJ Concept. Way to give us some mix. What are you doing? Which one are you doing? Are you talking or are you on the phone?
Well, I'm talking to my wife, Jari.
Oh, okay. Tell your wife you're on your way back. So the food will be ready by the time you get to only.
Yeah, kilos are waking, bossy. What do you want me to do?
Take us out, man. Take us out with a nice DJ Concept mix. On that note, I want to thank everybody for joining us again. Catch us on all the syndicated spots. Also, if you want to watch any past episodes of our Freak Lounge, catch us on tvw.com/Denver is the place to catch the show. Shakara.be. This is Africa. MyTrueSpot.com. Thanks a lot to everybody. Have a safe week. See you soon.
It's for them beautiful girls out there, you know what I'm saying? Since they miss you, I mean, catch them some more. I will tell you, say, oh, baby, she get it. Oh, yeah, she get it. Abba, young call.
She get it. Baby girl, need me, sign on me, I go feed chop your shot.
Now, me say she get it. Baby girl, need me, sign on me, I go feed chop your shot. Now, me say she get it. She get, she get, oh yeah, she get, she get, she get, oh yeah, she get,
Palungo go,
me say she get,
Zingolo go,
oh yeah, she get,
she get, she get, and again, get down low, do it like this, get down slow, and show me what you got, emphasize it, boom, as I said, if you can't, China, come on, show you how to do it better, I don't do swag, I go be you, do you give me or whatever, young kong pass, and me cause I'm on the sofa, cause I go out with my heels like a chopper, I take one, and mommy, fuck off from, everywhere I go, people sing our songs, I don't do, became number one, everyone wanna do it, don't matter where they're from, so we're sitting here, we are, good to nasa, so we're sitting here, we are, good to nasa, she get, baby girl, need me, sign on me, I go feed chop your shot.
Now me say she get, baby girl, need me, sign on me, I go feed chop your UK to UK on the side. Cause fuck up from B to GH high. Telling my car central, yo bruv, because she a boy, but I say I zone to as fuck. Now I think, my sawabo, I want to now fucking you so. I zone to Charlie, if you move, me shout my crown, no, I saw what it do. So don't let me shit, this dance is a madness. Handle it if you know that you like it. Stand a kid from my brain, my cock crash. She get baby game over.
She get baby girl need me fair. Sign on me fair.